So the garden, to be honest, look, I don't really look upon it as a hobby. It's more of just keeping the place nice and tidy and having somewhere nice to sit in. I can easily spend a day in there, several days, or just an hour here and there. And it's kind of, I'm almost a rehearsal for when I retire next year, because this is the first time I've had a week where we've spent at home just to spend on the garden. And I found it great. If I hadn't put my bloody back out on the first day, it would have been even more enjoyable. You kind of just pick it up as you go along. Every time I go in the garden, it reminds me of when I was a kid and we moved from having a back lane into a garden. It was the first time my family being in a house with a garden, and my mum went crackers, planted vegetables, put in grass, and really I'm kind of just copying what she did and putting tubs out, a few plants in. I probably put the same plants in every year. Put some fuchsia in, put some pansies in, some primrose. I tend the bushes around the garden, occasionally replace the bushes. So I more or less repeat the same thing every year. But then you develop one or two little things that out of development, that you know how to treat the plants well. So how you position them, what kind of soil or peat mix that you might use. You might want to, this is not the most interesting thing, but you might want to treat them with some slug pellets to stop the slugs from eating the leaves and damaging the flowers, because it's quite heartbreaking if you spend hours putting all the stuff in and then the slugs eat the plants and the flowers overnight. It's also nice in terms of the wildlife that's coming to the garden. The other day, you could see the birds are nesting, so they're out looking for worms. I had several birds which are no more than a metre away from me. It's quite nice. You're being buzzed by the bees. As soon as you're putting the flowers in, the bees are coming for a look to see what's in. And then afterwards, for me, the best thing is when you sit in the garden. As soon as I go upstairs, have a peep out the top window, see how the garden's all nicely mowed, plants are all in, all soil's turned over nicely. Come downstairs, have a beer, sit in the garden. It's lovely. It's a constant bit of friction between me and your mother, because your mum sees time spent in the garden as a waste of time, outdoor housework, and it's not. It's much more than that. It's very satisfying to see the plants that you put in and then watch them grow and then tend them. Some of them you put in, perennials you put in every year. You put in and they'll come back every year, and other ones you have to replace each year. The most difficult thing to look after is the lawn, and I found now the easiest thing to do is get someone to come in once every 2 months, seed the lawn, treat the lawn, and help the lawn to grow. I just can't keep on top of that myself. And unfortunately, the older I get, it's more difficult to mow the garden, so you're probably going to have to give more of a hand yourself when you're back from uni, and give us a hand with that. But I do like the physical effort of digging in the garden. I like getting my hands dirty, and it's a real pleasure to see the little plants that you grow come on and flourish. Probably the next step for me will be growing a few vegetables in there too.